Bagel King. How are you doing, Bagel King?
Boys?
So, Bagel King has lost his old channel and has now started a new one. So we're going to talk about it in this podcast today. How are you doing, Bagel King?
I'm doing decently well myself. How about you?
Good. So, with your new channel, what is the type of content we're going to be doing with this new channel of yours?
Well, basically, I'm still going to be doing gaming on my channel, but I'm also planning on doing a little bit more editing on my channel as well. So you'll see a few more funny remarks that you can find, such as, captions and bits of text. But for the most part, I'm really just doing the same thing.
So, right, so we were discussing this, obviously, before the podcast. So, like, we're going to, like, have all your videos, re-uploaded under your new channel.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do that, but unfortunately I can't upload the live streams that I did. It doesn't save the... Shame that.
Well, I mean, if you download the videos, I could download them, give them to you. We can sort that out. Hopefully.
Yeah, maybe.
With new videos, are you gonna stick to like just like the REDSTAR, like my trio of like me, you, and Ben, or are you gonna like branch out with more guys, try and get your channel bigger than it was before?
Unfortunately, I don't know many people.
I mean,
literally the only friends I have.
You do know Ultramarine, because we have a video with, you and Ultramarine coming soon.
I know Ultramarine, but like, I don't really play with him as often as I play with him.
And I believe Sir Rhino is in that video as a commentator for like the first half as well, yeah.
Yeah, but same thing though. I don't really talk to him as much as I talk to you or Ben.
So like, as well, like, you're gonna like treat your channel, like your old one, like how are you gonna, process your old channel that you can't access anymore?
How am I gonna process it?
Like what are you gonna like deal with it? Are you gonna like try to push it away, ignore it, like, Kebab King is no more, stop caring about it, or like, are you gonna embrace it, like say like, check out the old videos while I'm uploading them if you want to see them early, like something like that?
Well, I mean, ultimately the only real unique thing about the old channel is that it's gonna have a live stream on it. So obviously I recommend checking that out. But more or less I'm just gonna say ignore that old channel.
Well, because like with your old channel, it's gonna be weird re-uploading the videos and having everyone call you Kebab King while you're Bagel King. You will have to do like a little bit of maybe like some editing at the beginning of those videos, saying like, add like make an intro or something.
Yeah, it might be a little bit awkward for me because obviously most people know me as Kebab, but thing is though, you've always called me Bagel, so Ben as well. So that's obviously it makes more sense because when people call me Bagel and like the audience don't know who they're referring to.
Yes.
So that might make it a little bit more easier for it.
And obviously we've been discussing like re-uploading a lost video that we had to remove for reasons, but edited heavily because of said reasons.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that video's gone forever though. Wow. It was on the old account and I can't retrieve the old account.
I mean, yeah, good point. It's a dead video. Yeah, but you got a new channel now. What are the games we're gonna be covering? Because you did say you wanted to play more games on Kebab King before it died.
Oh yeah, I did want to play a lot more games. I wanted to upload more Bloodborne, because obviously everyone knows how much Bloodborne is a lovely game and doesn't make anyone rage.
Rage series.
No, I was thinking like, obviously I'm not gonna upload my Rage series. I'm just gonna upload things that make them good.
Because I did say to Ben as well. Like, oh, I missed that. I better go back for it. I did say to Ben as well. Like, you should push for like a solo series as well, because like multiplayer is fun, but when you span out into single player, you can get a lot more views.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Like I played with you and Ben. Obviously, like, you guys are awesome and all that, but like I did one Goat Simulator video on my own, and I got a lot more views at that period than like for a while.
Yeah, that's because Ben wasn't in it. Anyways,
I mean, even in the videos, like the video, funny enough, where you're in the title, but you're not in the video, got the most views.
Yeah, it's funny how that works, really, but like it surprises me how much people like want to view single player games, because with a multiplayer you can basically just muck around and do your own thing.
Yeah.
And like when you muck around and do your own thing, you tend to do a lot more funny things, cause a lot more chaos.
I mean, perfectly, personally, I think it's like, you know, to see the people's reactions to their favorite games, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's why we have reaction channels.
I mean, they're compilation channels as well, though. Like.
Yeah, there's also a lot of compilation channels that we can check out. I don't think I will be uploading that on my channel, but hey, you know, maybe I will.
Yeah, so, as well, like, with the future of your channel, as well, where it's going in this new version. Because the old version didn't really go anywhere, you didn't really have any series. Like, you kind of had a series with, like, GTA, sort of.
Yeah.
It was, like, very, like, slow, though, you know.
Yeah, it was,
it's like, obviously, you know, yeah, Bloodborne is coming back.
Yeah, but all the, like, games that I bring back, yeah, so obviously I'll be re-uploading the old videos, as well as making new content, so I can create, like, any game that I actually want. So if I uploaded, say, Bloodborne, for instance, and if I did a solo series, I believe that could create a gateway to a bit more success in the future. But that's ultimately the downfall of my old channels, because I didn't upload consistently, and I didn't upload like solo series or realistically any series outside of GTA.
So, with types of content unique to you, like what could we like maybe expect from that? Because like, you know, Ben has like the like longer like videos, you know, like the span-off, like where he plays a one-shot episode of one random game, and then obviously there's me with like the single player, like, you know, long series. Like, so what unique content are we going to be experiencing from this new channel here?
Well, I'm actually going to be creating a lot of random content. So like one day I'll go on to do one bit of content and make it quite long, whereas I might do another thing and do like a say about a 10-minute video. Maybe I've seen my own channel go down to 7 minutes before. So if I keep it like consistently random and no one really knows what to expect from me, then I reckon that you know, that will increase the popularity as well as the attention, and that would help me climb the ladder to success.
Well, as well, like with REDSTAR as a channel, like I've been like maybe like 2 or 3 years from now, like, you know, possibly be moving into vlogs. Like, would you be interested, you know, hopping on board that train, like joining, you know, me or like Ben or someone, and like, or even doing your own vlogs yourself, you know?
Yeah, I may consider doing my own vlogs. Because I don't know, probably not a lot of people really know this, but actually go to a football stadium to watch my team play. I might do some vlogs on that.
And as well, like with like your channel as well, you know you've like that strong, even like without like, even with the Kebab King days when it wasn't really too showing, you do have like the more like British ties to your channel. Like, are you gonna like do anything with that?
Well, I mean, obviously I'm gonna make Britain great again, and I'm gonna
make British content great again.
Make British content great. But basically, obviously, I try to make it as apparent as possible that I'm British and that I evidently take that British culture and I turn it into a joke.
Yeah.
So, what we did with like, say, Captain Colonizer, for instance,
which has never been seen on my channel.
Yeah, you see it on his channel.
It's not on my channel. It's not on my channel. No, don't do. I think it is.
Crying out loud.
Do
That's piece of content I've ever created.
A WWE video where it's just me. That'll be interesting. Technically, 2K19 and 20 have story modes. I could do that.
Yeah, could possibly do that. But yeah, ultimately, I mainly just like take British culture and like British history, so the British Empire, for instance, and I take the meme side of it, and I make something in history that happened funny.
It's all like, I was thinking to myself, you know, before we started that it would be like funny if like behind you, like if you had like ever had a face cam in the future, like you green screen like a British palace behind you or something like that. You know.
Yeah, but I think what I really need though, like if I ever got to that level of success, I need to like make Captain Colonizer shirt, maybe Captain Colonizer, maybe even a mask.
I mean, even like
Captain Colonizer mask and like have like Buckingham Palace behind me.
I mean, early on merch is a bit risky.
Early on merch is a bit risky, but like you know, that's not. Obviously, I'm not planning to create merch anytime soon.
Yeah.
I will only create merch if I feel I've made a good amount of success.
Well, yeah, I personally I wouldn't say anything now, you know. You know, let the fans build up. Like, personally, okay, I think if I was giving at YouTube strategies, personally, I would say like, you know, obviously have a job while doing it until you get to like the 1,000 subs. You know, try and get, you know, stable off YouTube. You know, like you have a Patreon. Those always do help.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what reward-wise, like Patrons, you'd have like I'd assume you would do like an exclusive like video or something like that. Maybe that's where your vlogs could go.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't really thought too hard about that yet, but that is a possibility of where this channel can go.
So like on an idea that me and Ben, well not Ben, but like mostly just me had, like a video without me, like just you and Ben. Like, is that any chance of that happening? Because obviously there was that Dead by Daylight video that got canned. It was you and Ben, but it's dead now. We can't get it back.
Well, I did upload a video on Warframe that had just solely me. Didn't even have Jamil on it. Like, I have made like let me count. One video on my own channel of me doing things on my own. But what I can say is you can expect a lot more of that in this new channel.
Well, you know, Ultramarine as well as you know, it could be good for. He's I don't think he has a channel now. Does Ultramarine have a channel?
No, I don't think he has a channel.
He
hasn't told me.
I mean, that'd be interesting. I have to ask him. Be like. But all I know is like with Battlefront or like something like that as well, we could like have two different groups. You'd have like, you know, the main three, you know, me, you, Ben, and then we have like a version with no Ben, but there's like there's Ultramarine and Sir Rhino as well.
So realistically, you're just talking about replacing Ben.
Yeah. Poor Ben. Well, no, Ben's like a heavy hitter. He's for like the more bigger series. You know, because like Battlefront, there's only so much you can do with like a Battlefront like game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like
there's only so much you can do with like any series, to be honest.
Well, like, you know, because like something like Call of Duty, for example, you have like 3 different modes. You can make the campaign, obviously. You got multiplayer. You got zombies, or what, you know, the third mode of that game. With like Battlefront, it's the same mode with different objectives. It's not really that amazing.
Well, I mean, the thing is that if I ever start to upload on like Battlefront, it's really realistically just going to be about how terrible I'm actually playing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really go on multiplayer that often, and when I do, it's realistically like with friends, and it's only because they push me to do it.
With as well, like ideas, like concepts for videos as well. Like, I was thinking, like, me and Ben were having a chat once, and I was like thinking like a top 10 moments of Ben or something like that on my channel.
Well, I mean, obviously, like, you spend a lot more time with Ben than I do.
Yeah.
Obviously, you two are the main two that I really talk to.
Yeah, the original.
I might consider creating like a top 10 fail moments from the three of us.
Well, because as well, like, because you obviously, I can't save my clips, you know, properly, like my videos properly due to like storage issues, but you have like full access to your clips at all times, so like all you need to do is access them and like, you know, do the proper like cuts and stuff, and you could make a top 10 much easier than I could. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I could potentially make a top 10 a lot easier. Not that I'm going to say it's going to be easy, but I reckon at some point, I will create like a compilation of us, or just one individual of our trio. But I reckon eventually that will come.
Yeah, as well, because it could be like, you know, really good.
Sorry, I hear that.
Yeah, because it could be really good for, you know, because it can get like, you know, like a best of type thing almost.
Yeah.
Ow, that was my ears. That was a terrible sound. Yeah, but no, like, yeah, you can get like show the best of your series, you know. Because I think as well when I was doing YouTube originally, like I had like wow, it's gonna give us the same map over and over again, isn't it? No. But no, what I was saying, like you know, like because the video, you can have like one video in the front of your page, like show everyone who you are, like ooh, copyright music, die. But yeah, like with thingy, you know, you can show like the best parts of your moment and then put it on the front of page of your channel and like show people who you are as, you know, your type of content.
Yeah, I could do that, and maybe at some point again I will do that. I'm not entirely sure at the current moment, but I can say I've got a few ideas to get my name out there.
As well, with the, you know, like regards to like the side content, you know, the more like, you know, like content you wouldn't, like remakes or something like that, like, you know, trying to introduce new people, like, you know, obviously when we did Battlefront we had Sir Rhino in the background.
Yeah.
You know, you could like maybe try and make a video with him, you know, I'm a new guy.
Well, yeah, we could potentially, but again, I don't really talk to him that often. Neither really. If of course we start to talk to her a lot more often, then I'll consider it. But ultimately, if I don't talk to him too much, if I decide that either like moments we have together aren't really that interesting, or they just don't have consistency enough.
Well, I do know they have Monster Hunter as well.
Yeah, they do have Monster Hunter.
So like,
down that. But the thing is, though, it's going to be so like it's going to be a boring series to make fun with them. It's because they're like they pretty much completed the entire thing, and I'm well behind them.
I know, but like you're well behind them. It can be like a
stuff that they have, all the equipment, their arm stuff, are so much more powerful than mine. So if they join me, they'll probably kill the monster that I'm hunting really quickly. And if I join them, I'll probably just be sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, but I'm thinking as well, like with like a type of video like that, you could like maybe like, you know, throw a gimmick on it, be like, oh, you know, hunting, like, you know, hunting with like two professionals or something like that.
Well, yeah, maybe I could try something like that. And maybe I could add a few like comedy moments into it as well. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But as like doing like a gameplay series with them, I don't think it's gonna happen.
I mean, maybe even like a trolling series. Well, I mean, those are harder to do on YouTube nowadays, obviously. But like, maybe it could work. You know, like trying to seeing like how much you could screw them up before they like have the chance to like stop you.
Yeah, maybe. But one thing you have to remember is that the only person that I truly enjoy screwing up is you and Ben.
Yeah, mostly Ben.
Mostly Ben.
Sad truth.
Yeah, sad truth, but the truth.
In terms of more like story-driven multiplayer episodes, though, is this ever going to be like a thing? Because like with like, you know, Kebab King, your episodes had like, you know, they're not like you know, bad, but like they didn't have much substance to it, if you know what I mean.
I have absolutely no idea what you mean.
Like, okay, for example, like with you know, me driving that bus into the ocean, like that was the whole thing, you know. It wasn't really like it was a story, you know. It was like a story of like, you know, us escaping on a police bus and then me failing at the end, sort of. Is there going to be something like that where like you can sort of make out a storyline out of it?
So what, like commentate over it and like add some like funny moments into it?
I mean, like sort of like, you know how like, you know, because games have stories and all, like a multiplayer story but it's like all in the multiplayer engine. Like, you know, it's like missions and stuff, but it's all like, you know, through like the minds of like just like you, me, and like everyone else that's there at the time. Like, you know, like a story like Ben trying to kill us, and it goes over multiple episodes of like Ben doing more and more weirder ways to try and take us out, and us succeedingly taking him out every time. Like, you know, something like that.
Well, I reckon probably a chance that could happen. That kind of bit will happen. But I think I have to give that a bit of time in order to what's the word I'm looking for? Actually progress to that level.
Yeah. I mean, as well, like, I don't remember if we was the last podcast we did on Ben's channel. You know, we had the, you know, we were talking about like maybe getting like trying to do like a single player game where we take turns doing an objective on the single player game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I don't think that'd be entirely original because thing is like I don't know if you've ever heard of Vanos Gaming or their crew.
Yeah.
But they do a lot of like story and objective-based games around their GTA thing. Like ultimately, they only really do it to add a little bit of a comedy effect to it. But I'm not sure if that's exactly what you're talking about.
No, like trying to make like a serious storyline that people could actually like somewhat follow, like a TV show, but it's GTA. You know what I mean? Because Vanos is like, it's more of like a funny moments, wacky sort of thing. It's not really a coherent story. Each episode is a coherent storyline. But what I'm meaning, like, a series of episodes that are one big coherent storyline.
Well,
where it's like, you know, one like say something happens in one episode, and like 5 episodes later, that thing affects this new episode.
Okay, so you're thinking of like creating like a series, like a serious online story series.
Sort of.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I reckon we can consider doing stuff like that. But the problem is, obviously, like the whole group has to agree to not only take part in it, but also to take roles as well.
Well, considering there's 3 of us.
Sorry.
There's like 3 to 4 of us. Like, we're gonna have to like.
Oh yeah, but it's big enough, okay. But yeah, still, if someone's uncomfortable with that role, or if someone generally just to do something different, then unfortunately we're not really gonna make a lot of progress with that.
Okay, like I was also thinking, like, when you get more subscribers, obviously, like, will there be videos with subscribers?
I didn't hear that. Might very dumb.
Would there be like videos with subscribers in the future, possibly?
Well, I mean, get out of the way. I mean, probably. Like, I might, if I ever like got to that level of success, but like people know me as well as we'll say Jack, for instance, I might be doing like Omegle videos.
All the references to all these other YouTubers.
Well, you references to YouTube, not ourselves. But yeah. If not, then even if I did get enough for subscribers to notice me, and like actually see me as a somewhat rememberable, then I'll consider like doing like going on a thing. Like any like random stuff. If anyone notices me, I'll make sure to include them in the video. If not, then I just work hard to increase my fame.
Well, you know, like I was thinking, like, say you had like a few 100,000 or something, and you set up like a GTA lobby, for example, with like all your subscribers running around. You know.
I mean, that would be absolutely
mayhem. Yeah.
But like, obviously, I don't actually know how you do that. Unfortunately, how you just invite your subscribers.
Well, I mean,
I know they are individuals.
I think the easiest way to do it, from my personal opinion, is get like a party, you know, set it to max, you know, get like a group in and invite them all, and then let them all leave, get another group in, invite them all, let them all go, you know, just rinse and repeat until everyone's in.
Well, maybe I can consider that.
Because since since it's the same party, it won't kick you out if you invite another group, so you just keep doing it.
Yeah, maybe I could do something like that if I ever reach, that success. Obviously, if I do start to get more successful, I will do milestone videos where I thank everyone for subscribing and sticking with me.
So, with this new channel, how fast do you think your subscribers are going to go up with this new channel now that you're doing all this new stuff?
Well, obviously they have to find the channel. The channel's very small right now. I've only got 2 subscribers, which is me and this guy. But
not the best way to say it.
I'm not actually gonna comment on how fast I think it's gonna go, because I really don't want to jinx anything by saying it's gonna go too fast, or by saying it's gonna go slowly.
I mean, wouldn't it be good to jinx it by going slowly? It just goes hyperspeed.
But if I say it will go slowly, then I'll just tempt and it will go slowly. If I say it's gonna go too fast, then it's not gonna go fast at all.
I can see where you're coming from there.
Yeah, so I don't really want to comment on that, but I can only hope that it goes at least somewhat faster than my old channel.
Yeah, because, I mean, your old channel obviously didn't have the level of work put into it that your new one is going to have put into it, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of stopped posting videos, around 3 months back.
Yeah, it was a long time back.
So this time, try and maybe follow the schedule, like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks.
I mean, I'll see what kind of schedule I can make myself.
Well, I try to follow a 1 week schedule, but obviously it's a bit difficult. It maybe sometimes slip. I have to wait an extra week or something. Because with the Batman especially, I'm trying to get the Arkham series out there as quick as I can. It's very difficult though.
Well, I mean, I'd imagine it's just just getting the Arkham series just out there. Constantly uploading the videos. I personally think that I'd waiting to upload certain videos on a continuation of the series, so that it keeps the watchers interested, instead of just throwing it all out there.
Well, as well, with the concept of throwaway videos, because I accidentally I went to capture footage for the Arkham series. Obviously, I was doing part 8. And I was going to be okay, we're going to do all the objectives. And then I ended up just chasing a bunch of cars around Gotham City the whole episode. And did nothing of any benefit to the story. And then, I tried to fix it the next episode by capturing, Two-Face, Killer Croc.
Yeah, thing is that I actually tried the series once, the only person I couldn't capture was Red. I know how to do it. It's just solving all riddles, which is the problem for me.
He is a joke on my channel, pretty much. He is a meme.
Is he?
No villain will give me more Nam flashbacks than Riddler.
I don't know.
I mean, I personally think if I was doing a Riddler video, it would have to be a special or something, a live stream maybe. Because as well, with my older videos, I kind of mix live streams as videos, and it doesn't really work, Because
yeah, go on.
Yeah, because the editing, there's no editing in some, there's editing in others. It feels odd.
Yeah. But obviously the editing issues that at the time when I first began my old YouTube channel, I didn't actually know how to edit it very well, if I had to edit at all. But over time, I begged my friend over here to teach me the way. So he was generous enough to teach me the way. And so I reckon that my more later videos will have a lot more editing in them. Be it for comedic effect or maybe something else.
Well, yeah, but with the Share Factory, thing, it's very limited as well. If you want if you want more access, more freedom with your editing, you really need a USB stick, you know.
Yeah, I need a USB, and I'm probably gonna need a computer as well.
Yeah, I don't even have an editor on a computer. Like, I'm still trying to like sort that out for like the future, possibly. Like, once I'm out of like, you know, get into like college or something, and maybe get the editor then, because you know, student discounts and all that garbage. You know, try and use that to get it done. But I was actually introduced to it by like I'm trying to find the channel, but I think it might have unsubscribed me from, but I don't remember his name. I remember it was like the early days, you know, back when we still played, you know, Fortnite before it died out and everyone hated it. You know, I did like a video with him back when Ben was, you know, the loudest thing known to mankind. That was a fun time.
That first video you made.
Yeah, I not even his first video. Like in my videos, his mic levels were like at least 400 times louder than ours.
Oh yeah, that's before you got like a deep tone in his voice.
Yeah.
Like when he was younger, I actually remember this.
Well, because my voice is.
You genuinely sound like a banshee.
My voice never really changed, you know.
Yeah. I reckon my voice changed quite a bit. It wasn't a drastic change, but it still had that alteration.
Yeah, I can't really like find the dude. I know his at the time. I don't think I can say his PS4 name, and I'm not going to. But like, basically, he was using Share Factory at the time to make thumbnails and stuff. I don't make thumbnails because it's like really hard to do with that. But you know, he was making like the thumbnails and stuff. And like, I was like, what is this software? And he tells me Share Factory is free on PS4, so I downloaded it. And that's basically when my, you know, videos started to roll in. Because at that time I had two videos that I deleted, and then I had like the FIFA one that did really well for some reason, and a WWE one which annoyed me because the music from the guys wouldn't play, which that makes sense because copyright, obviously. But yeah, once I did the videos, you know, I started doing Battlefront. You know, I could get more of them out because live streaming is exhausting and it has a lot of risks. If something bad happens, like something messes up, you can't edit it out. You're screwed.
Like, actually, I have a question. Where did you like learn to get that advanced level of editing?
I just did my. I was just good with the editor, really. Like, I just kind of went in there, spent like an hour and a half in there, middling around with things until I got good with it. I think the thing that gave me the most trouble is USB, because setting it up, like, you could be real specific. Like, you gotta add certain folders and have folders inside the folders. It gets really annoying.
But is that the same case where, like, once the folders are done, that's it, you don't have to worry about it?
Like, you have to make a folder, like a Share Factory folder, and then you gotta have, like, a music, an image, and a video folder. But once that's all done, you just keep using that USB.
Oh, okay.
Funnily enough, I actually lost my editing USB. I had to have a second, like, part-time one. But when my computer, which I used to get the music and stuff, died and I lost all the music, that USB that I lost, I found still had all the music on it, so that USB is the key to victory.
Well, yeah, maybe I'll actually consider getting more into advanced editing on my videos. Maybe I'll create a better introduction to the videos, but
So like creating an intro with Share Factory like me and Ben did.
Well, yeah, create an intro like that, but maybe obviously I'm gonna have to add my own thing to it, so I can't just copy you like thing. But maybe obviously I haven't got a very advanced level of editing right now, but maybe give it the right time, the right places to look, stuff like that, and I'll get going.
Yeah, but you know, with the editing as well, obviously we can't go. With videos, at least, we can't go more than 50 minutes because it doesn't let us.
Well, yeah, the videos themselves can't go for 50 minutes, but I don't intend to make my intro 50 minutes.
Yeah, but like even when Ben first, like, you know, really started making videos, like I had to introduce him to Share Factory, and like he didn't really edit. If you watch his old videos now, there isn't editing in it that much.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of line either, though, to be fair.
Yeah, but like there was a little bit, like some jump cuts. That was just like raw unedited footage, which it worked for him at the time because obviously he didn't know how to really edit. So it's like, you know, it was difficult at the time.
Is there any place to get your edits from?
I mean, with editing, you know, some people have a keen eye for like seeing an edit. Like when I make edits, I sort of envision it in my mind before I make it. Where it's like, say, like, you know, with that Call of Duty video, it's like while I was playing, I had the idea, and then I made the idea in the editor. Like, you know, I think for my edits in particular, like. I know with Ben's, he kind of reviews his video multiple times and then sees what's funny and then adds it. But with me, it just kind of comes naturally while I'm playing, and then I remember the idea later. Like if I remember it, I'll put it in. And yeah, it can make for sometimes good content, sometimes, you know, interesting content.
Yeah, so like, is there any area, place or website that you got your edits from, or
With the footage, with the added stuff from the USBs, it's downloaded files, but everything else you can get with the Share Factory DLC packs, which had like game-specific type of like intros, you know, thingies like that. Which is one of the stylistic differences between me and Ben, is that Ben will pretty much only exclusively use his PS4 introduction or his actual intro. While I used to use the PlayStation, like the preset intros, I've switched to using my own custom intro and outro. With exception for Batman. Batman gets his intros and outros.
Well, yeah, but that's literally a meme. Like that's literally one of your memes.
Yeah.
Batman.
He is Batman. You don't mess with Batman.
Yeah, but like obviously, so if it's one of the memes that is suited to you, and basically. When someone says that meme, you're the first person that comes to mind.
Well, it's not really a meme, it's more of an inside joke.
It's more of an inside joke, like if anyone watches his videos, they'll understand.
So, as well, like thinking far ahead into the future when you're like hundreds of thousands of subs, with the support button where you know, viewers can support their channels by paying blah 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 a month and they get exclusive bonuses. What would you do for a bonus? Because, you know, removing ads is obviously, like, they don't have to watch ads as the first one, obviously. They get special, like, icons, you know, for, like, the chat. Like, what would those icons be?
It would probably just be, like bagel.
Like, I could imagine, like, bagel emojis, like, different, like, facial expression emojis of your face, obviously, you know, like, maybe, like, a couple, like, Union Jacks or something like that, you know?
I reckon, where's the thing? I haven't really thought about this until obviously you just mentioned it. But I actually reckon that obviously I get rid of the ads because let's be honest, no one loves that. No one likes ads unless it's KFC. But I had to do it. But I reckon like I give some colonizer emojis. Like emojis for any other characters that I've been.
I think for Call of Duty as well, like, you would really go like a long way for the attack helicopter emoji.
Give me one. Yeah. Alright, sorry. Did you say me?
Yeah, the like a attack helicopter emoji, obviously. That would be there for Call of Duty.
And like inside joke. I reckon that obviously that's not. I could probably incorporate into an emoji. But I reckon give me some more time to think this through.
Yeah, well, we can do like another podcast, maybe with Ben as well. But as well, like, you know, with this new channel, like any like other channels that you wouldn't do like a crossover with, like a big one from now and like generation, like what would you choose?
Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
Like if you were saying like you would have like a crossover with a big channel that there is now, like, you know, who would you choose?
Well, I'd probably choose PewDiePie. So the whole reason he has like was it the second most subs now? Thanks to T-Series.
Yeah, but he also does have the most diverse content. You know, like he could almost cross over with anyone, really. Like.
So I reckon if I crossed over with him, and I managed to get a shout out from him.
Since our Markiplier pretty much got big though. Yeah. Mentioning so many other YouTubers, it's gonna make us look bad in like 5 minutes. It's like, guys, we're here to promote Alfie. Look at all these other guys.
But another thing I think I should probably talk about is like if we ever do get that level of success, what kind of merchandise would we be doing?
Well, you know, the usuals like shirts. You know, it's mostly clothing items nowadays. You know, maybe some pins, like a.
What about some like accessories for like your controllers?
A backpack or something. Controllers is hard though.
Yeah, controllers might be hard,
but as well, like.
It sells the name.
As well, like not really saying like an actual like thing, because obviously we can't. But, like with advertisements, like who would you want to be like a big company to give you like an ad or something? Like who would you want it to be?
Anyone that can get me views, money, stuff.
I wouldn't say it like that, but okay.
Actually didn't really hear the question, mate. I think he is.
But like, say, like, you know, like you get like an ad, like how would you like, you know, structure the ad or something like that? Like, would you do like get like a green screen? Like, would you do like the kind of like the skit type thing? Like, what would you do?
I'm not quite sure what I'd really do. I mean, 100% honest, I never really thought about it. But I reckon what I'd really just do is just first most chaotic thing that will ever come to my mind.
It's just like you just like they're like making you do an ad for like a drink company, so you just like drink the drink, pull out like a AK-47, just open fire. So this is the power of this drink. Like something cheesy like that.
Yeah. That's how this time. Hang on. I think we should just like finish this match, then after that I'm gonna have to unfortunately leave.
Well, I mean, we can obviously continue this again soon.
Yeah, obviously continue.
You know, because like next 2 days, obviously I'm gonna be doing the next Batman episode, because I've been doing some extra challenge maps and getting some practice in there.
Yeah.
My skills did get a bit sloppy in that last video.
Well, I mean, you know, there's always room for improvement.
Oh yeah, like, you know, with that, you know, this is a hard game, Batman. So like when you're like taking like all the time to play all these different games, you know, your skills rust almost.
Well, yeah. But I mean, if you want to talk about hard game, go play Bloodborne.
It could be interesting.
Batman's going to go play Bloodborne, you'll be crying at the end of it.
See, this is like if like, you know, recording like a share play would be were possible, you know, do like a share play of it, but like, because like obviously, you know, internet right now is gonna be tanking and stuff.
Yeah.
So like even like video like production, it's gonna take a hit for like, you know, the small guys like us, like even YouTubers in like the tens of thousands. Their video like production rates are going to tank. It's just guaranteed.
Yeah,
at this rate.
Well, it's a real shame that, but I mean, there's not much really done about it at the current moment.
But yeah, no, like with this new channel of yours, obviously, you know, we're gonna like wish you all the best of luck, me, Ben, and you know, Ultramarine, you know, all these people.
Yeah, they will. I thank you all in advance.
Well, you know, obviously, we still got to talk until the end of this match.
So what should we talk about then? Real question.
Well, you know, obviously, you know, with Ben's content as well, like we gotta like how you're like when it comes to multiplayer videos. Obviously, you didn't do any real impact. You were mostly like almost observing other players, and you know, trying to make it like you're showing the comedy of like just watching other people play while playing yourself. But like with this new like, you know, structure, like are you gonna like be more interactive in the multiplayer videos?
Well, I didn't know I wasn't that interactive to begin with, but I'll try to be as interactive as possible, like as when it's funny. But if it's more funny to just observe chaos going on, then I'll try to be passive observer.
Well, yeah, because like with the chaos that you've shown, like with part of like the bullying REDSTAR video, obviously, it was more like you causing the chaos. But after that, you kind of like, you either like were just observing it or running from it.
Well, yeah, that's what created the comedic effect on it, though.
Yeah, it really did. Well, it was interesting having you on, and
Thanks for having me.
You're gonna have another podcast soon with Ben. With us, hopefully. He won't just fall asleep halfway through and ruin the whole thing. But yeah, thank you everyone who hasn't been watching, because there's no one here. But for everyone watching on playback, hopefully tomorrow, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.